Let's talk about Quando Rondo and King Von's situation in Lul Timm's case. Many bloggers are out there who have platform are speaking on this case and saying Quando was stupid to do the interview with Angela Yee. That's what they saying, man. It's about 15 bloggers I counted, all saying Quando Rondo was stupid to do that interview. And one thing I noticed about these bloggers, God bless their hearts, salute to them folks, none of them is from the South. None of them is from the South. You can't use your state laws or the situations you've seen in these other states with down South. It's a different monster, gang. I got blessings to live in Georgia and Florida. I got friends who've been in the same case that Lul Timm and Quando and them boys with the little King Von situation. Been there, done it. Not fake, actually, yes. Been in them cases, seen the outcome. Factual. It's not going to end up the way y'all want it to end up. And that's just the facts. I'm not here to pick sides. I'm not here to like this side more like one of y'all, some of y'all is doing, or like this other side a whole lot more like the media outlets are doing. Nah, bruh. I'm just here to speak on what Florida and Georgia laws are, bruh. Period. The interview that Quando did with Angela Yee was the best thing he could do for Lul Timm. And I'm about to give y'all a little rundown to make sense. Now, many folks are saying Quando, he messed up. He shouldn't be telling this to Angela Yee. You don't think folks and them's going to know X, Y, and Z. Look, first of all, we all know the cops know this happened, that. We all know they're going to, and during the case, I guarantee you they are going to bring up the beefs. They're going to bring up past tense and all that. But when you a defense attorney down south and you a citizens down south, guess what? None of that shit matters. I don't care how dramatic people make it seem and, oh, these two had beef. It don't matter if you was fucking this dude's baby mama all day up and down and through, gang. It don't work like that in court. Reality check. I done seen the biggest top shotter drug dealer out here down in Florida and Georgia pop a nigga that little beef here and there and still win their case cause stand your ground, bruh. Self-defense, bruh. Having arms on you, bro, which is probably gonna get Lul Timm in trouble because I doubted he had a concealed weapon because I'm hearing he's a felon. I give you that. Nigga, it's about the events that night. The exact moment that it happened. It don't matter if King Von was grabbing or holding on to his shirt. Of course, he just got popped. It's gonna be the perceive of threat and danger. Remember, it's like 3 of Lul Timm and Quando and King Von coming up with a goddamn football team now. Was all those niggas with King Von or not? We don't know. And I ain't gonna about to do excursions and guesstimate and say all these niggas was with King Von. We don't know. But they move forward with him. And all you gotta do is present in court, was it a case of threat or not? And to people who saying they're gonna talk about Quando's and King Von's past beef. Bruh, it actually helped Lul Timm even more, gang, because now there is a reason for them to be fighting each other. There is a reason for drama. Even if you bring up NBA Youngboy, baby mama Janae again smashed by King Von, there is a reason to still show there was threat, there was animosity, animosity. I can't even articulate myself, but there was basically danger lurking between the two camps in the beginning of the get-go. Now, there are no rules and there are no statute of limitations and trespassing charges where Quando and his guys couldn't be there that night. And the way Quando let it be known that he was, I'm not saying it's true or not, the way Quando told them he was just there, one of his men see some hoes, but he didn't want to be there at all. If the evidence doesn't show proof Quando wanted to be there, that also helps him out during the interview. And even if it shows proof he wanted to come there, how does that hurt their case? I'm waiting for all you dudes to break that down. How does that hurt the case? Down south is a monster in them court cases. It is not like all the west side, the north side, and east, Midwest and all that. Is not, bruh. Down south will have you scratching your head like, how did my partner get locked up for this? Or, damn, how cousin get locked up for shooting my family in them broad daylight? Or some ish like that. Down south doesn't work the way you want it to. And I don't want people to listen to some of you bloggers' videos and they start getting happy, right? They start projecting their feelings and they get misguided by the wrong information being pushed out there. Now, you bloggers who are saying that Quando messed up, I'm not mad at y'all. Y'all just more speaking through a perspective so you can help the youth and show the dumb moves that were made in the court cases. But if you know what the South is, you have to show a level of remorse. You have to show that. You think Quando's legal team, which are from the South, didn't run through all this? You really think Lul Timm and Quando Rondo legal team didn't break this down hours upon days upon weeks and plan and strategize for this very same moment to speak to Angela Yee? Why wouldn't you speak to Angela Yee? You speak to TMZ or anybody else, they're going to edit up your words. You go to a well-known brand that's part of the culture, whether you like Angela Yee or not. The Breakfast Club is part of the culture. It's going to transcend as it's already doing. Facts, gang. And unfortunately, y'all can get mad at me. We're going to sit back and we're going to watch the outcome. King Von, folks in them already hit me up. I don't know how close some of the other ones who hit me up, but I've seen them in pictures and all that. Salute to them. Quando Rondo and them people hit me up. Salute to both sides for giving me love like that and understanding on this platform, BlessOne don't choose no sides. In fact, everything we've ever talked about this case was respect. I even gave respect to Track, who's the CEO of 100K Management. Nothing but respect. That's King Von's manager, by the way, and YNW Melly manager. I gave both sides respect. I don't pick sides. What a lot of you dudes are doing, I've noticed by many of you bloggers, y'all picking sides, bro. And here's the thing. We all know when you pick side, whose side most of y'all gonna pick. Just like they did the FBG Doug. A lot of y'all bloggers talking about this case. I did not see y'all talk about FBG Doug and give him that respect that you give to everybody else. And that's factual. Shout out to Mama Duck. People love picking sides, bruh. And we know people's going to pick Dirk in them side and OTF and all that because they got the wave. They got the wave and they lit right now. I don't know what y'all been checking, but Lil Durk is lit right now. And OTF is just only going up from here. And I'm low-key proud of that because I seen the movement, L's and all that, all the way back in 2010 to now. Yes, 2010, they were booming, gang. Maybe in Chicago, but they were booming at the time. And they just transcended over, so I don't hate, bro. I like seeing all these Chicago niggas get they shine. I'd rather see these niggas become multi-millionaire versus dying dead and gone because niggas do forget you when you dead. Factual. But this Quando Rondo interview was the best thing he could do for his case. To see Angela Yee just sit there and let him talk, some of y'all probably like he fumbled the play. I analyzed that interview over and over. Did he say some questionable things in that interview? Yes. Questionable things that potentially might get him in trouble on things? I really don't know. But it has nothing to do at the time or in the moment leading up to King Von's death or when he actually died. It doesn't, gang. And whether it be admissible in court or not, they would have to sustain. Did have something in that particular time and point. Now, you can say the beef led to this little beef where King Von wanted to fight him and all that. Facts. But was King Von life in danger because they never liked him? We don't know anything like that. And they're gonna tell you, prove right then and there King Von life was in danger. Because even if his life was in danger with those gentlemen that were in their vehicle, in the vicinity of the vehicle. Factual. They were not even inside the club, gang. So you can't say an ambush style tactic that led King Von to be afraid of his life. Therefore, he had to go fight. You know what I mean? All I'm telling y'all, pay attention to details, King folks. It's easy to behave sporadic and not look at the situation for what it is. I implore you guys, go watch that interview. Go look at Southern laws, especially down here in Florida, down there in Georgia. Two identical states that have been hurting people's feelings for the longest, gang. Y'all better go pay attention and then come back and run and tell me that. Tell me how was I way off or anybody else who's saying Quando Rondo's man, Lul Timm, potentially will beat the case, bro. And we're not going off picking sides. I'm literally going off what the actual case is, what the camera footage is showing, what actually transpired and happened. Factual. Especially when you got Quando trying to hold up King Von up and help him out. I hate to say it, that's going to play into the defense of Lul Timm and Quando. You can literally see it. Because that's going to show he has some type of remorse and compassion. And when he was holding up King Von up, King Von man snuck him. You know what I mean? I ain't going to lie. I would have snuck Quando too if King Von was my man. I probably would have did worse. I'm going to be real. Thank God I'm not your mans and I didn't have a piece on me. Knowing me, I would have blacked out that night. It was a whole lot going on. We sometimes love our homies to death that we don't think right. I would have just been blasting, gun blazing. I'm just being honest. I ain't no thug. I ain't no gangster. But if you ask me to tell you what I would have did, that's what I would have did. Because I ain't trying to hear my mans and her mama ask me, what did I do when her kid was getting killed? You know what I mean? I'm going to make a move, bro. And I ain't no gangster. I ain't the biggest dude. But these hands do work good. Shout out the United States of the military army, bro. But with that being said, I implore y'all, quit going off your feelings and what you think could happen or should happen. Go off at the actual laws that are input, actual video evidence. Don't do the he say, she say, and turn into gossip with the T channels. Because folks in them, it don't matter who you were fucking, who beef you was in, what happened that night. I'm telling y'all, don't be the ones who get your feelings hurt. Look, with that being said, man, salute to everybody involved. Blessings to everybody involved. God bless the dead, man. Look, I'm your God bless one, man. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Come be part of the most winningest team out there. Salute, gang.